Hi everyone, this is Nancy Mancuso. Today I'm going to show you how to use an app called H5P. Christina Buckner showed me how to use this, and there's some really great apps that you can use on it. I love doing course presentations. That is one style. It allows you to really teach the kids information, question them along the way, and then they can do it in a self-paced environment. There's also great ways that you can do assessments, and you can do warm-ups and reviews and all sorts of things with it. So the first thing you do, if you just go on Google and punch in H5P, it'll come right up here, h5p.org. So you go into H5P and you're going to have to create an account. And so I'm already in here, so I'm going to hit my account. And right away comes up create new content. So that's what I want to do today. I'm going to show you how to create new content. So the title of mine is going to be Collision Theory. And again, I'm going to use this as a way to teach the kids a lesson that they will be able to do self-paced. And then you choose from this drop-down menu what content type you would like. I want to do this first choice, a course presentation. And so right away it'll bring up for me the layout of my course presentation. And you can think of it a little bit like a PowerPoint, but here you are able to embed a lot of things within it. So a little bit of advice. Before you start, go Google whatever images you're going to want and things that you're going to want to add in to make your content rich. All right, so I like to give it a little color. So down here it says slide background. So I'm going to hit slide background, and I usually just do a color. So you just pick something to be the background, and then this will be the background on all of my slides. So you get started right away with text, and so I'm going to put collision theory. And now you can spend as much time or as little time as you want making it fancy. I usually don't spend too much time making it fancy. I don't feel like the kids really care either way how much fanciness I do. All right, and so I'm going to insert a picture in here. Add. And again, I told you that I created a little folder. So I have a folder called Collision Theory where I have pictures ready for this. So I'm going to use this first one here, and I bring in the image and I click Done. All right, and then again, here's my slides, so I can move over my words. Now, for some reason on my laptop, I'm not able to adjust the text size, but usually you can go in here, you double click on it, you highlight it, and over here where it has choices, see how mine's flickering, but if I do it on the regular computer, mine won't flicker. All right, so I want to click Done, and so that's like my intro slide, and then I get right into my content. So I want to get the kids thinking about what makes molecules collide and react, and what are the factors that change that. So I can begin by adding in text. So I can go right here and I can say, think about a high five. To be just right, you want the hands to hit at just the right speed and angle. Reactions occur the same way. All right, so you get the gist of what I'm doing. The kids really appreciate when you write it in your language. They find that as they're moving, especially since they're doing it self-paced, when they're able to almost hear your voice as they read through it, they really appreciate that, and it really helps them learn and move forward. So I would go ahead and I would add more content, and as I keep wanting a new slide, I just hit down here, add new slide, and then you'll notice up here are a lot of options. So I did use this already with the image. I could also hit a link, and there is a link that I saved. So I'm going to put, well, it's not liking that link, I guess. All right, but you could just type in a link, and then a choice would come up that would bring you that link, or a video, or a picture. I like to add these questions as they go. So as I'm informing them about collisions and about how they occur, I'm also asking them questions, trying to see, are they understanding the content? Is this making sense? Are they able to relate it? So I can go here. I really like this single choice set. So I click on it and I punch in a question: for a collision to be effective, the reactants must. And then the first choice you put in has to be your right choice. So be at the correct speed and orientation. And then I can put in whatever alternatives I want. They must collide in a linear motion. I could just make up a bunch of other things, or things that you know they will commonly get distracted by, or they might have a preconceived thought about. So must occur at high temperatures. I already have must in there. So I just want occur at high temps. And then this one I could also get rid of the must because it's already there. Okay, and then I can add another question. And this is what I like about this single choice set, is that it will give them multiple questions in a row on one slide. And it'll only ask them one question at a time. So it's not like they're scrolling down and looking at how many questions they have. It just asks them one after another after another. So temperature, increasing temperature. And then again, I put the right answer first. So increases the kinetic energy and the speed of the particles. And then I can put some alternate choices. Slows down collisions and increases surface area. Okay, and then I want to hit done. All right, and now just to show you what I've done so far, I want to go down here and I want to hit save. It's at the bottom of the page on the left. You should do this pretty frequently, especially you saw mine came up saying that I was running out of time. So when you do that, it lets you see it as the students will see it. So here's what I've made so far. There's my first slide, and here's my second one with some information. And then the next slide has the questions for the kids. So I'd want to get rid of this new link because I never did that. So for a collision to be effective, the reactants must. I'm going to hit a wrong answer, and it tells me right away that it's wrong. And then I can move on to the next question. So increasing temperature. This one I'm going to pick the right answer and show you how it comes up when it's right. And then it also gives you a score at the end, and you can ask kids to see these scores. All right, now I want to show you something else. Once you're all done and it's just the way you want it. So right now I'm not happy with it. So I would go to this button and I'd hit edit, and I would be back at my editing screen. But I want to show you how you embed it right into Schoology. So I would click embed here, and I'm going to copy that link. And then I'm going to open up Schoology. So I'm going to go here to the home page. Sorry, I probably should have had Schoology open already, but might as well walk you through all the steps that you'll have to do. Shows you how quickly you can actually do this. All right, so I would go into Schoology, and I'm going to go into my chemistry class. And I'm going to go into, not sure what I have in this unit yet because we're not at this unit yet. So I could go right in here to add materials, and I would add a page. And when you add a page, you have the option of embedding something. So I'm going to call this the collision theory. Oh, it's already bringing that up. Collision theory lesson. And then what I want to do is I want to go over here to this insert content. So I click insert content, and I want to insert, it says image media, and I want to click on from the web, and I want it to be media, and then it gives me the choice to put in my embed code. So now I paste it in, and I click insert, and it always comes up like this. It looks like it's just a pastel color. So I'm going to click create. And now I'm going to go back and just make sure it loaded. So I click on collision theory lesson, and there it is. So it's just a great tool to use. So this is, again, using H5P and using what's called course presentation. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to sit down with you and teach you any other H5P lessons that you'd like to learn how to do.